We'll try and get our story replaced if I get some time, but I need to actually save back some time basically for us, so I have to basically do that, I guess, but whatever. Let's do this. Yay, shield goes up a little bit. Up a little bit more. Philip comes very close to catching your army unprepared near Plunia, and you are forced to retreat. Soon after, you attempt to march into the upper Macedonian region of Eodria. A narrow pass is on the only way in. The Macedonian king must have anticipated the council's move. Your scouts report that the pass has been fortified. It changes nothing. Galba resolves to force his way through. If nothing else, the ground is too difficult for the enemy to employ the Phalanx. Okay. You are kept in reserve this time, and you observe the advance of some maniples from an elevated vantage point. Cretan archers are pestering them with arrows, but they know what to expect and march tightly under the protection of their large shields. When they get closer, the advance comes to a halt. I'll note that the Cretan archers are very much like the Phalanx slingers, but they basically use bows instead. They basically hail from the Isle of Crete and are basically renowned for their experience as archers, basically. Oh, excuse me. It seems the defenders are throwing stones at them. The damage must be negligible, but the noise is certainly frightening many of the men. It takes a while for the officers to regroup the maniples and resume the advance. They finally reach the ramparts and begin to put some pressure on the Macedonians. At the same time, you see other units attacking nearby hilltop. A short and brutal clash ensues. The enemy is ousted, and their fellow legionaries have gained a convenient access to the rear of the Macedonian line. When they reach the back of the ramparts, the battle becomes one-sided bloodbath. You have gained access to Edoria, but the pass was defended by a relatively small number of troops. Where is the rest of Philip's army? Yes, that's the question. Where are they? Let's do some leisure time. We'll have fun. So morale goes up by 5, we'll lose 10 Inari. Superb morale, awesome. Let's do a little bit of coaching. And we'll do an extra patrol. Random encounter. You are under attack. You recognize the unmistakable, scary long blades of Thracians. You tighten formation and prepare to receive their charge. Okay, so the Thracians basically were a people that are basically to the east of Macedon. They're basically just above where Constantinople or modern day Istanbul is. And they're basically had these blades that basically were quite devastating to basically fight against for the Romans. They weren't particularly well armored though. They basically just have really good helmets and greaves, but whatever. Yeah, basically you can see right there, you got good helmets and they got greaves. Not much else. Mercenaries like him are commonly found in the employ of Hellenistic armies. So he's basically got the Pharos shield, he's got basically a friggin' bearded helmet, greaves, he's got the Rumpeia, which is basically the sword of choice for the Dacians and the Thracians over here. Let's see how it goes. Javelin throw. Nice hit. Bullseye. No armor's torso, right? So, torso attack. Torso attack. And he's dead. Ooh, nice. You actually got some stuff out of this. So basically, here's his helmet. It's got better head and neck protection, but far less penalty, penalty awareness basically is all of it. There's his greaves. And they're just the same, so nothing really too spectacular about those. They realize they've bitten off more than they can chew, with no choice left but to call off the attack to retreat. So there's a Thracian battle basically for you guys to see. I was wondering if this would basically scroll down at some point, but not yet, just yet, so oh well. You can sell the stuff we don't need, so we're not going to use this, and we're not going to use degrees, so there's a little bit of money. Let's search. Alright, let's see what we can find. So, there's basically a bearded helmet right there. There's a possibly nice gladius right there. So this has less damage, but much more handiness. And better crafting quality. It would be nice if they basically explain handiness a little bit, but I need to have like more damage to make on my weapon, so let's search again. Even with much of the enemy army out of the way, there are strong rumors about troubles in the north of their country. Everybody knows they won't be pushing deep into Macedonia. Your supply lines are already as stretched as they can get. It doesn't matter. You have the region of Edoria at your mercy, and that will be enough for the moment. Several towns fall with hardly any resistance, heavy with plunder and leaving a trail of destruction behind you. You move back into the territory of Desartier. Here, the council chooses the city of Pelion as a future base of operations against Macedonia. Its inhabitants don't share his view. You will capture Pelion by force. Today you'll storm the city walls. Wherever you look, men are at work building ladders. Getting the right length can be a difficult task. Okay, so what the others have to propose? Assessment. The ladders are ready. The attack is drawing near. You advance toward the city. The assault begins. The defenders do what they can to thwart your attacks as the ladders are propped against the walls. Their length may not be perfect, but they will do. The first man over the wall will receive a royal crown, one of the most highly regarded wards in the army. You are not in charge of the maniple. Making it on your own will be more difficult. Of course, you may decide to help your centurion. You can be sure he will be generous should you succeed. So you can go for the royal crown, try to be first over the wall, help the centurion, or just do your job, don't take any unnecessary risks. Let's help our centurion out. You are bent on opening the way. You inhale deeply and surge forward. Your progress is not without incident. Some of the missiles fall dangerously close, because, quickness, coordination, and awareness are not high enough. One of them ricochets off your shield and plummets to the ground below. Your party has almost reached the top. You keep part of the defenders busy while the centurion tries to make his way onto the ramparts. You are in a difficult position, fighting enemies who are protected by city walls. Your max stance is penalized by the adverse conditions. Ooh, look at how badly bad it is. So we got a militiaman and expert militiaman. So yeah, Helpman is prime, he's recruited in the city militia in a time of dire need. He's got no skills though. And unlike many of his comrades, this militiaman seems to have some combat experience. So he's actually a little bit better. Okay, let's see here. Let's do this, close in. I mean, I could attack this guy. Let's go for it. Attack. Try to knock me. Attack again. Attack again. And we'll attack the groin. Yeah, it failed. Just gotta recover. And we're just gonna attack the torso. Almost got him. And he's done. There goes the expert militiaman. Torso. Torso again. Torso. Recover. Now I can do that. Paint him. And attack him again. Attack. And attack. As soon as the last enemy is dispatched and the top of the wall is secured, you look around. You are too late. Someone else made it to the top ahead of your centurion. The last remaining resistance is broken. The city is yours to take. Not long afterwards, you're walking along the streets of the Pelion. Your orders are the same as usual in the kind of situation. Kill anything you meet, be it people or animals. On your right, there is a beautiful small temple to the goddess Ceres, who in local is called Demeter. So yeah, basically note that, the Greeks and the Romans basically had, a very similar pantheon. And a lot of the gods of the Romans basically, essentially it's a copy of, the Greek ones. You wonder about the treasures that might be inside a votive offerings. Too bad pillaging is forbidden until the city is secured. Not that you would be allowed to ransack the temple even then. Find an excuse to send the men away, then go into the temple alone and grab what you can. Why not? You split up the troops and tell them to sweep the neighborhood. You will wait here, which must look very suspicious, but they can't question your orders. When you are sure you are not being seen, you cross the Proneus and enter the inner chamber. It is pleasantly cool inside. The temperature increased by 8. 3 militiamen are startled when you make your appearance. They must have been hiding here, but now they grab their spears, ready to fight for their lives. Let's try and take them on. You almost lose your footing on a slippery marble floor, but there's no time to think about how close you might have come to dying. So you got expert militiamen and 2 regular ones. Okay, let's see how this goes. Goes in. Start with a feint, I think. I failed. That succeeded somewhat at the end. Everyone feints everyone, because why not? Try again. There we go. Let's go for a groin shot. I failed. Groin again. That was a hit. Oh, I failed to do, an attack there. I had my turn skipped. That was annoying. Recover. Recover again. Let's go for this guy here, I think. I gotta be defensive with these guys, why not? Why not? Almost kill this one. There goes one of them. It's funny how my pain's gonna go up by it for this, but whatever. Groin. Now I'll try again. There goes the expert. And let's go for you now. Again. Die, please. Neck. You help yourself to the most precious offerings you can carry away, then you get out there and rejoin your group. Lovely little Denari find there, but my virtue goes all the way down. You feel uneasy, as if the wrath of the gods were about to fall upon you. After a while, the sound of trumpets announces that Pelion has been secured. The slaughter is over and a pillage begins. When the situation is settled down, the rewards for the fight at the wall are assigned. Ooh. Alright, I was basically doing this before. It's not rewards basically in here, right? So whatever. That's not a good enough weapon to even bother looking at, so whatever. I guess the stealthy health is the only thing I really check on, so... Penalty awareness goes down but free. Now let's search again. Philip had to deal with an invasion by the Donarians from the north. The attackers are retreating now, hard-pressed by the Macedonian army. After garrisoning the freshly conquered city of Pelion, Galba turns westwards to the original starting point, where winter comes. The rich loot of your raid in Upper Macedon and Desartia is shared among the troops. Hooray! Part of it has been set aside and is going to be up for grabs in a series of games to be held. You can expect the cream of the crop of the army to compete. Each winner will receive 1,000 denarii. There are also 250 denarii for runners-up and 100 for third finishers. So, join the free lap foot race, join a javelin contest based on precision, or join a javelin contest based on distance. Join none of them, the competition is going to be too fierce, you would only make a fool of yourself. What am I good at, basically? So, I don't think I'm going to do well in like the free lap foot race, but let's just try for distance. The most accomplished and strongest javelin throwers in the army are taking part in this contest. One of them is Tiberius Cuspius, a massive bull of a man who serves in the other legion. They say he killed an elephant from 20 paces in Serbia. Your first throw has succeeded minimum threshold. This is just to skim the first cannons up before the real competition begins. Take your throw. Your javelin flies beyond the qualifying distance. That was easily enough for you, but now things are going to get serious. Your turn comes again. You have 2 throws to qualify for the finals. First throw. Not good enough. You can't fail your next attempt. That was sufficient for the finals. Only a handful of contenders have made this far. Each challenger has 2 more throws. This last round will decide the winner. Take your first throw. This isn't going to be the winning throw. It isn't even good enough for the third place. You get ready for your second attempt. Take your last throw. And there we go. It isn't good for winning throw, and not good for third place. The last participant has just finished this round. The competition is over. You have failed to make it into the top 3, but you have held your own against the most powerful throwers in the army. You can be proud. So basically we got a little bit of morale from that, and everyone likes us a little bit more. Yeah, I figured that was gonna be a strength thing, like right there. So I figured if I went for like precision, it'd be very bad. So avoid precision. This has less penalty for quickness, by the way. These ones right here, so that's definitely worth getting. I'm actually almost up to 2,000 denarii after all my like shenanigans right there, but whatever. I'll check this out in a moment. This is probably going to be better. Yeah, look at that. Just got less penalty bonus, more coverage, so probably a lot better. Yeah, let's get this. I'll buy this. I'll sell the old helmet I basically had. Just one more time. I'm looking for a weapon, right? So the new consul Publius Vilius Tapulius brings reinforcements from Italia and takes charge. Galba's term of office is over. Alright, so we got a new consul. Interesting. Reinforced Lincurus. So I guess you want basically have like full coverage, so it's basically like, advanced like, thing for if you want. Not bad. About 2,000 veterans from the African campaign are mutinying. For one thing, they claim that they have never volunteered for this war, but were forced to embark by the tribunes of the former consul. For another, they have served for long enough and have a right to go back to their families. Unsupportive. Your lack of empathy for the brothers in arms who have shared the hearts of Africa with you causes some animosity. So my virtue goes down, but the consul likes me more. The situation is resolved when a new consul, Tapulis, agrees to write to the Senate about the veterans' request, providing the mutiny is called off immediately. And I still can't find any, weapons here, unfortunately. This is where, having better intelligence would be very nice, but I don't have that, so, oh well. There's now some weapon pieces showing up, so I can actually get those. So here's basically a very comparable sword for, minimum damage released. It's got the, same anti-armor, but it's got more, handiness, better quality. I think we'll buy this. Sell the old one. it served its purpose for a while. That was nice for a little bit. Let's do some workouts and stuff, so we'll do this. We'll do this a little bit more. Your party is walking through a small town when suddenly a stone bounces off your shield with a thump. Someone is having fun, using you as target practice. Act as nothing has happened. You try to look casual, but the other Legionnaires take your lack of reaction for weakness. Anyway, there are no more accidents. Oh, look at that. You feel your party slowing down, there's still room for improvement, so... The winter is especially harsh. Without proper equipment, you'll have a hard time to deal with it. Buy some outer clothes and sleeping gear for 25 denarii. It'll be far from comfortable, but at least you should be spared the worst. Alright, well, let's see here. I wonder if there's like anything for getting like, your javelin over like 70, so let's try this a little bit more. And of course we're gonna do this a little bit more, because why not? We love foraging. And they love sending me to go forage and stuff. Okay, let's go up here. Fish. I mean, there might be something there, but who knows. There we go, get this. Come across a not so well hidden valuables while supervising the loading of supplies from inside one of the cellars. You were sent here to find supplies, not to sack the place. Pocket of jewels. There should be somebody willing to pay a good price for these among the camp followers. I get more money, because why not? You have not found many supplies here. You expected a lot more. This is certainly suspicious. Just be content and leave. Alright, we have enough. Let's get going. And let's go this way. There we go. We sharpen our mind a little bit more. Hooray. With the arrival of spring and news of Philip's presence in the nearby Ypres, Tepulus is eager to leave winter's quarters and move toward the enemy. You are encamped after a long day's march when something completely unexpected happens. The new consul is here, ready to take command and send Tepulus back to Rome. He must have left Italia much sooner than customary and hurried by force marched since then. He is very young for a consul, about your age, but Titus Quintus Flavius looks very like a very driven man. A few days later, his reinforcements join you. Flavius has brought over 3,000 men, many of them veterans who served in Hispania or Africa. Morale is increased by 2. Very nice. Let's try and get our javelin proficiency up a little bit here, so... There we go. There we go. Hey, still got another one there. A couple more javelin throws might get over 70. And we'll do a little sparring. Alright, well. That's my character, like, you know, so far. I'm like not the best, like, mercenary, but I'm doing pretty well here, I think. Oh yeah, it does actually get like a bar when you basically get nothing here. Let's move on. You'll overhear 2 tribunes discussing the present situation. The youngest of the pair insists that it would be better to take the long route through Dessarieta, bypass the enemy entirely and invade Macedon from there. His colleague replies that such a move would leave Philip's army between you and your base is on the coast. Not the brightest maneuver he has ever seen. It would also solve nothing. If you want to attain a decisive advantage, you have to face the Macedonians now. The council, Flaminius, must have fought the same, because you were marched by the river Ius where the enemy is waiting for you. You make camp and prepare for the inevitable. So many years of campaigning under your belt, and you're still not completely used to this. Regardless, you don't let any of the nervousness show on the outside. Alright, well, very high morale. Virtuous busy shot, but that's, be expected being like very unvirtuous in this time around. The enemy's position is very solid and difficult to attack. It is no surprise when the council accepts a summit from Philip to discuss peace terms. He needs time to figure out how to crack this nut. It is even less surprising when the meeting comes to nothing. The next day, several skirmishes erupt between the patrols on the plains separating your camp from the Macedonians. The fighting is spreading quickly, and your unit is sent out to help reduce the pressure. You meet a number of Veltes retreating from the opposite direction. Behind them, a unit of 4 Katai is approaching. When the other side is at the right distance, you prepare to hurl your first javelin. Let's pick off a specific target. You take aim. Your target skillfully deflects the missile, but at least you cause some minor disruption. No bullseyes today. As the other side gets closer and closer, you steel yourself for the incoming fight. So here is a 4 Kitus. This ironclad warrior is plainly a notch above even a typical professional soldier. Okay, so this guy's got short chain mail, fairly good skills, probably on par with me. Very average stats. Javelin throw, go! I broke a shield! So yes, that's what you can basically do with javelin. So his shield's down, he can't defend himself. Oh wow, I can really wreck this guy if I want to. Wreck him! I can basically hit wherever I want to at this point, so... Neck. Neck. And he's dead already. Let's get some respike going. That was lucky I killed his shield like that. That's the only reason I basically did so much damage to him here. This guy's got attic helmet, short chainmail again. Whatever, it's fine. Let's see here. Did that feint? I failed. Normal feint. Normal feint again. Knock. He did recover from that, but whatever. Knock him again. Go for a neck. Two kills. One. He tries to knock me, I try to knock him. Neck. Go for his arm. Arm again. Arm again. And arm again. 3 kills. Alright, there's a lull in the fighting. You might take your chance to fall back and recover. As a centurion, you're expected to lead your soldiers in battle for as long as possible. Do you want to fall back? No. You keep your place in the front lines, ready for another clash. Once again, you lead your soldiers as you go on the offensive. Let's close in. Go for a spite to start with. He failed to knock me. Another big knock to him. Neck attack. I failed it. Arm attack. Failed it. Recover. Normal feint. That sort of did something. Knock him. That failed. Yeah, I need to recover. I'm getting too tired basically to really fight him at this point, but whatever. I'm trying. Probably shouldn't be trying, but you know, I am trying. Normal feint. That did something. Respite, I guess. Normal feint. Did something. Spite. Spite. Oh, he's getting on a feint. Cover. Let's just spite. Let's fall back. You fall back as your second in command takes your place. You know it won't sit well with your troop, but you feel it's necessary. Yes, know when to fall back. Once again, you lead your soldiers as you go on the offensive. Alright, well, I'm in a better position than this guy, I guess. That's good. Goes in. Knock him. Knock him again. That failed. You did hit me, but whatever, whatever. Knock him. There we go. Nice big hit. And his arm. His, you know, his damn thing up here a little bit more. I'll try again. There we go. Now he's basically tired. That's what I want to see. Go for a neck attack. Did nothing. Knock him. I want to try and kill this guy, right? So, knock him. There we go. Let's go for his neck. We got him. And respite. Oh, you actually reset your thing back if you, like, you know, respite from full there. Despite your efforts, the enemy formation is tenaciously holding its ground. These 4 Kikai are disciplined and well equipped. Your display of fighting skills has been awe-inspiring, but you can't win this skirmish alone. I mean, I kill a bunch of them. It matters little. Something is causing a general withdrawal of the Macedonians, at least as far as your eye can see. Maybe your cavalry is getting the upper hand on its counterpart. Whatever the reason, it takes a while to regroup your lines after the onslaught. As soon as you are ready, you start giving the chase. Alright, well, let's continue. Your pursuit takes you closer and closer to the enemy camp. The ground is getting unfavorable. Such a slope is going to make it very difficult for you to fight. In an instant, the noise and cries of your companions alert you to the more horrifying danger. The Macedonians have put up a siege weapons to reinforce their position. They are shooting at you with their ballistae. Something smashes your shield and knocks you off your feet. In the shock of the moment, your first clear thought is that your arm is still attached. It must have been a glancing blow, or you would have been dead already. Enemies are approaching from above. You feel very vulnerable without a shield. Centurion, borrow the shield of an archer and send him to the rear line. You can't stay here and fight without a shield. That would be suicide. Move to the rear line, even if you are a Centurion. Stay where you are and fight, even without a shield. Okay, let's get to, this guy go to the back of the line. He complies without arguing and hurries through the ranks to the safe position. The Macedonian footmen are upon you. Alright, well that's a glorious being a Centurion, I guess. So you have a advantage on me, whatever. Where are these guys? They're the Fury Forests. Medium all-purpose infantry, so basically just all-rounders, basically. Okay. Let's close in. Goes for a death feint. Let's knock a shield. I failed. Try it again. Recover. Recover. Try knocking again. That did something. Nothing really substantial. There we go, that did something. Let's go for his arm. There's a hit. Nothing there. There's a hit to his torso. He's only like quilted linen, by the way, so I can basically tear through it pretty well. Yeah, quilted linen cuirass. It's not like anything like too adept against the sword, really. So I failed. I failed. Unfortunate. There's a hit. There's another hit. Almost got him. Got him. Let's recover. Normal feint. Let's get respite. Recover. Respite. The enemy starts pulling back. As soon as you gain a little ground, the difficult terrain and the enemy's defenses unravel your progress. When sunset comes, the skirmish dies out. The last skirmish proved that you can't defeat Philip with a frontal attack, not as long as he's holding his advantageous position. You regain 1 point of health. One night, you can hear some faint noises while you're half asleep. The following day, the camp is unmistakably less crowded. The high-ups are tight-lipped on the matter, and you learned long ago that it's not wise to ask questions. 2 more days pass. You are all kept at the ready, as if something big were about to happen. When a column of smoke rises from somewhere behind the elevated position of the enemy camp, you are deployed in order to advance. The Macedonians are quick to respond. By the time you have crossed the river, they are advancing on the plain to meet you. The first thing you notice are 20 feet tall pikes held high by the rear ranks, the Phalanx. The Phalanx is approaching. You have seen many things in the last 12 years. None of them were as scary as 5 layers of spear points advancing towards you, like an impregnable death-dealing wall. Alright, so we're going to fight Phalanx. When your side is at the right distance, you prepare to hurl your first javelin. Just throw it into enemy ranks, pick off the excluded turret. AWA. Wait for a brief moment. You have a good line of sight. Pick off the enemy officer. Oh, I can actually have awareness for picking up the enemy officer. Let's try this. The enemy officer is wounded and falls back a few steps, causing some destruction. Hooray! I hit the enemy officer. As the other side gets closer and closer, you steel yourself for the incoming fight. Alright, so phalanxes are basically a lot more deadly than, like, you know, anything I've basically been fighting so far. Deny Imperial Formation, which has been dominating the eastern battlefields for a century and a half. Basically, they have massive strength, low quickness, but weapon reach is 6. We have to cut our way through the flanks, so here we go. I'm not sure what familiar javelin would do, but let's just try. Ooh, I hit the flanks. You think about your options. An outrageous skilled fighter might attempt to cut his way through a spear wall and engage the enemy at close quarters. Mere mortals have better focus on survival, holding the line and trying not to get their morale crushed by the dreadful opponent. One thing is for sure, when a spear wall pushes as one, it won't be easy to defend against. So another thing about like the phalanx is that like, you have to basically cut down its health, or you know, basically, you know, push it away. So I could slash it, decoy, shield push, respite, or chop. Let's slash. Missed. Spear wall pushed, it succeeded. Let's recover. I failed. There we go, recovered. Let's try decoy. It failed. Try again. Yeah, you can actually kill off their, like, you know, resolve here a little bit as well. Because you have to basically reform if you basically decoy him enough. Let's slash. There's some damage to him. More damage to him. Try again. That failed. Recover. Let's try chopping. That missed. Recover. And we'll chop again. Cover. Decoy. Failed. Resisted that. Succeeded a little bit. Slash him. That did nothing. But I actually got attacked in the head by him because it is possible for him to hit me, but whatever. Recover. Let's just respite then. Respite again. Recover. Alright. No, we're gonna basically stay at the front here. Once again, you lead your soldiers as you go on the offensive. Let's close in. I think you need like high strength and stuff like that for shield push, by the way, so it's a slash. Wow, they actually get a second move on me there. Recover. Respite. Respite again. Respite again. I was gonna keep respiting because, like, you know, they're actually weakening themselves when I do this, so let's put my respite down, you know, down a little bit then. Respite. Respite again. And there we go, they basically have exhausted themselves at least once. This is going to take a long time doing this way, but it's, you know, one way of doing it. Spite. Cover. Yes, let's just keep going on. You know, I sort of feel by the way if, like, you know, there's a lot in the fighting you actually keep in the front. You should actually stick for your current opponent still. But whatever. Spite. Spite. Or spite. Let's try and get ourselves down to half. Almost down to half. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I wasted my respite there. Again, I wasted my, you know, thing. This is actually something I wish that games didn't do. They basically keep these like all in the same place, so, you know, you just like know where to basically press each time. Despite your efforts, the enemy formation is tenaciously holding its ground. The Phalanx is holding fast, but the units that should protect its flanks are slowly giving way. Once again, the Macedonians fall back to the safety of the high ground behind them. You press on with the attack. Your adversary will retreat to the high ground close to their camp. The terrain and their formal defenses hinder your progress until the advance comes to a halt. It is all you can do to maintain your position. Your heart leaps up when you see the standards of tens of mandibles emerge from the height behind the Macedonian's position. So that's what the plan was all along. Flaminius must have learned of a secret path in the mountains. The rear ranks of the enemy are the first to panic, and the effects spread like wildfire. They ban any attempt to fight and flee before they are crushed in a countless pincer movement. Were it not for the rugged ground that hampered your cavalry, Philip would have lost most of his army today. As it is, many of the Macedonians managed to escape, including their king. You could have won the war on this very day. Morale increased by 5. On a positive note, they have left behind some of their possessions in their hasty flight. Hooray, money! And we got ourselves a little bit more skill. I got the silver amelia this time around. So now I got myself a silver amelia. I got some more kills basically to show off for my ticket here.